Oh shit. I mean, all right. So like I was racing behind that whole like minute kind of countdown thingy or whatever it is, because I realized that I didn't have a little like kind of bevy or something like that to get me through this thing. And I'm not about to fucking start talking to the people and hanging out and Will over here. Not that there's any reason that I would have that or anything like that. But anyway, all
is
that
your
aside,
Soylent Green?
except for Soylent. Well, no, it's like the bottle is green. It's not green itself or whatever it is.
No,
like,
that's his activator.
Oh,
right.
It's from the substance.
It's my pick me up juice. With just like a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's so much of like I just throw powders and juices and water and shit in there or whatever it was. Like I'm a concoction. I'm my own maester, and which is probably why I'm going to be in an early grave like Viserys was or everything like that. But barring before that happens, y'all. What's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top. Welcome to Targ Tuesdays. It is the live stream recap show, Q&A, live stream stuff that we have going on over here that we're doing over here at Watchers in the Bar every single Tuesday at 7:30 Central to recap this past week's episodes of House of the Dragon season 3. And we're on season 3, episode 3. Rhaenyra Triumphant, the directed by Sarah Hess, written by Ryan Condal and company. And we got a lot to talk about. And with me, I have myself, it's the Draces over there. It's Dustin and Morgan hanging out over there at the Drace domain. How you doing over there, Draces?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, like, no, absolutely.
That title, they meant to have a question mark.
Triumphant?
Right.
Oh, right.
Well, no, oh boy, like or whatever it was, because it was like I thought we were maybe getting like a Peter Pan thing where it's like they did an Arya and they dressed up a girl like a Targaryen boy or whatever it was. Like I'm pretty sure it was a boy.
I thought that was at first too, but I'm like,
they were kind of it was good.
I'm like, why would they do that?
Right. Well, I mean, in the sense of just like some like when they're on the younger side, they kind of fit a little bit more of an androgynous type of thing. I think Targets kind of tend to air that way, and also because Damon's never laid fucking eyes on that fucker apparently, and like doesn't even know that he doesn't have fucking golden hair or whatever it is. Like
Allison's barely laid eyes.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying. I think nobody knows who this fucking kid is or whatever it is. Like but speaking of like even though they don't know them, but we know our other guests and co-host very well. And if you guys have been hanging out with us for any of our live streams, for any of our Song of Ice and Fire content, you know her as well. It's the intelligent, the encyclopedic, the encyclopedic like bound book inside of her gorgeous, lovely head. It's always a pleasure to have her. It's Maddie K. Ray. How are you doing over there, my dear?
I'm doing so good. I got my bevy, as we say. I'm in my Alice Rivers era. I saw people talking about who's the black hair. It's blue down here. My brother recently got married, and so my gift to my mother was having normal hair for the wedding photos. But I've got an appointment next week, so
okay, so
enjoy
we're
the black.
We're right back to it. There we go. Yeah, hell yeah. We're doing we're going full Dario Naharis like
exactly
next week, right?
Oh yeah, full Dario.
Full blue. There we go. I mean, like y'all, we have ourselves. It's episode 3, Rhaenyra Triumphant. This, we're almost to the halfway point of this season, which is fucking insane. It's like shit's almost as soon as it starts, it's almost over. It's just like summer. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that it's already July. You know what I mean? Like and stuff. And this thing's moving like a bullet. I guess what we can maybe just kind of get into, we can get right into it. Before we do that, we'll go through like a couple of the ground rules for anybody that hasn't joined us on the live streams, and we know a lot of you guys have before. Just want to say, if you guys don't know the format, basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple of different prompts. We're going to go through a couple of different categories and stuff like that we do every single week that we like to ante up over here. First one's general thoughts. Second one is going to be the episode MVP. Third one is going to be the cunt of the week, which is always, you can either be you can either be like a cunt on wheels, like a general like a bad dude, a bad time, or whatever it is, or you can be serving. You know what I mean? It kind of depends on how you want to delineate it. Yes, I like it. Yes, like I'm waiting for fucking Orman, like for Damon or Orman to just drop one of those. Damon was so close. He was like, go on and live your life in peace or whatever, you know, or whatever it was. Like I totally could have dropped it and it would have fucking totally
You're
worked.
so right.
No, but and then we'll have like a super chat wrap up, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with the super chats where you can ante up any dollar amount in the chat via like the little super chat button that's over there on the side of your screen if you guys are in the chat over there, and any dollar amount will get you any question, concern, what have you, and it will make sure that we guaranteed to answer it and to address it, like whatever it is, whether you just want to, like, you know, you want to tell like us like a particular theory, if you guys have a question for us as far as like, you know, what we think is going to be happening in the story or how we liked it or whatever it is, if you guys want to make sure that, and not to say that we are only responding to super chats, is sometimes if you cut through to the quick and you have like a banger comment, we're probably gonna highlight it. But if you want to make sure that you guys get in the conversation, you guys can hit us up with a super chat. And again, any dollar amount, it is appreciated, and it will make sure that you guys, and what else can people pay money for, Maddie? If they want
any dollar amount, and I will fight you. That's what you want.
Like, no,
you can tell me that I'm wrong. I won't acknowledge it unless you give me any dollar.
No matter the position, right? Are you just kind of? It is just a full on like it's just a full on kind of like adversarial thing. No matter what the position. I'm assuming there's a couple things that you probably wouldn't go on the internet and say, but within reason, you know what I mean? Within a Song of Ice and Fire type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
absolutely.
Chaos is a ladder. You know, I'm just here to climb.
we're climbing those super chats all the way to the top. Absolutely. And he's setting a good example. We got to shout it out from him. He was actually able, if you guys watched the part 1 that we just premiered of the bar reaction, you can see him in one of the you can see him in like the bottom left corner over there. If you're looking for like a big, swarthy, handsome, bald gentleman, he is over there, and his name is DBA, Da Big Appa, and he is setting a very good example, hitting us with a super chat. Yes, Queen. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like this didn't feel Yaz Queen though. This is like we're going to
yes.
Yeah, no. It's like you're going by way of Australia. Our Queen, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like everything was stressful. Everything was a pain. Sometimes literally and figuratively. You know what I mean? Like for Rhaenyra in this episode, and I think that. I don't know. I'm very excited to hear everybody's thoughts about this. I mean, because I think that there's definitely, I don't know. There are elements to this episode that are very singular that have, like, I think never really been accomplished in the entire franchise. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that we'll be giving some flowers out for that stuff. But before we, but I'm not gonna lead in with my thoughts. We can kind of bring it over to Maddie as like kind of going to be co-hosting with us throughout the rest of the series and stuff like that, as we kind of rotate in a bunch of really, really cool guests and stuff like that we have coming up in the coming weeks. But I think we can just kind of just move it right along, y'all, and just kind of jump into the general thoughts about this episode and your impressions, overall thoughts and stuff like that. Maddie, what do you got to say about episode 3 of season 3 of House of the Dragon?
I mean, I think this was the most POV chapter of a Song of Ice and Fire episode that we got in a hot minute. Like, it felt from beginning to end, because we stayed with Rhaenyra the whole entire time. Like, well, except for, the prologue right at the beginning. Yeah. With Daemon and Ormond. It really felt like you were living in her mind, and every choice she was making, you were walking right alongside her for. Like, you saw what she saw, you saw how her perceptions shaped her decisions. You saw the quiet moments and the busy moments and the stressed moments, and when she was really angry and when she was really happy. And it really just like ran the gamut of like everything Rhaenyra is doing. And I love it. I really, really loved this episode. I
mean, yeah, if you had a still to kind of bring it up, it could kind of be this. Like, what fresh hell is what now? what now?
Yes.
Like, especially like, you know, and us all having, you know, kind of been in charge of a bunch of different things, either professionally or like, you know, just for fun. I mean, like, you know, heavy
No,
lies
somebody
the
put
crown. What's
Somebody
that?
put her face over the Ben Affleck meme of him like during the
So
pandemic.
the Dunkin' Donuts like cigarette thing. Yeah, I saw that. I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty great. I mean, like,
It's,
so
from, it's
accurate.
from that picture all the way to the Ben Affleck. It's like what Rhaenyra is she today? Like
yeah, no, 100%. I mean, like, and I think that's very well said. I mean, like, Manny, it was certainly. I mean, like, and we kind of have had a good. Interestingly enough, in this particular adaptation of George's work, where there isn't a fucking POV like anything ever, you know what I mean? Like from any character, you just get bits and pieces from, you know, whomever is telling it, and then some, and most of the time those are not like those aren't to be trusted.
Mhm.
I thought it was very ambitious to kind of like among the most that I can remember in the entire franchise, like just making us really feel and like we're hearing the sounds that the character is hearing. We're seeing the things, sometimes apparitions that nobody else is seeing, like that they're seeing, and then just like this kind of trippy, almost kind of chaotic, like I'd say like anxiety inducing, almost like a Safdie's Brothers movie. It's like move over uncut gems. This is uncut goms of Thrones, like, or whatever it is. Like this is like really, things were just kind of like crashing into one another. There was that guy who rang the bell in Ferrix and fucking Andor that they kept ringing it. It was that boom or whatever just kind of kept happening, just like time just kind of marching on, whether or not Rhaenyra likes it or not, and like the realm marching on whether she likes it or not, and their expectations with it, whether or not. So I don't know. It was really incredible. Like, Draces, what did y'all think about this episode? What were you guys thinking about this week?
stuff that I like. So I'm just like, I want to get into like intrigue, but also I just love like the little shout outs to like Song of Ice and Fire lore where like winged men is mentioned. There's a Manderly and there's rats. And I'm like Manderly Rat King story where then Manderly's serving, and then he talks about like, oh, I'll always remember. I'm like, yeah, you Manderlys remember. Like, I don't know. All these like little, when it's an episode where it's not a lot of action.
You guys saying anything about rats? You know, it's like, why are you here, man? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, totally.
There's two Manderleys. Well, it'll probably come down to one, but it's like there's Manderleys that they sent to the capital to be like courtly Manderleys. That's
for
why
sure.
they're there.
Yeah,
because that is a northern house, but not originally. They're
right.
An exiled southern house that went to the north or something.
And we love Dan Fogler. I was so excited to see him.
Yeah,
I know, that was crazy.
Yeah, well, he was in the.
He's a total Manderly.
Yeah, he's in the Fantastic Beasts movies, right? Yep. And a bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but that's like the big thing that I
know. I love him from Hannibal.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's actually in Chicago right now.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Sick.
I'm just gonna go track him down.
Let's slide into his DMs and be like, hey man, like we'll buy
a couple. He's hanging out with one of our former collaborators actually in Instagram this morning.
There we go.
Yeah.
Incredible. Great. That's so sick. Yeah. How about you, D? What were you thinking on this episode? What's your general thoughts?
I really enjoyed it. It's nice to see in the chat that other folks are excited about this. I kind of always worry about where we're at when everyone's like, this is fucking boring. They just talked, and the dragon didn't kill anybody, and there was no swords, and
no child got their head sawed off this week or whatever. You're like,
it wasn't a battle, but like we need this sort of stuff to make this stuff actually pay off. So like, I love this episode.
Yeah, or just like fleshing out how things work.
Exactly,
and just like not just like, oh, courts just kind of do stuff. There's just money. No, they have to actually have goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. We're not doing that American credit card type of bullshit or whatever it is over there. You know what I mean? Like,
they need a little finger to just be like, oh, they're just numbers.
It was such modern problems this episode too. I think.
Yeah, totally.
It totally was.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder a little. You get a little worried in that sense of just elements of the, I think, and also, I mean, like, I don't know, we kind of, we put stuff out on the internet that features like our faces and us having fun and being cringe and stuff like that and whatever else and shit. Like, and so I think we're kind of, we tend to attract, our light tends to attract the weirdest internet moths and like a bunch of the coolest dude moths out there and shit. And like, so it kind of like, I think sometimes it's a little skewed because like the critics have been really digging it. And I think that everybody's kind of been locked in. I mean, it's like you get this 1-2 punch of what essentially feels like seasons, episodes 9 and 10 in the first 2 episodes. So like this really big crescendo of like what we were kind of building towards with season 2. And then this slow burn pot boiler of like a simmer, you know what I mean? Like into madness, like that literally ends with like us like staring into like a bonfire, just thinking about just torching everybody, or maybe entertaining the possibility of torching everybody. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody's kind of like, I think everybody kind of like, you need these types of episodes to make the other action is not just about just like cool shots and badass shit. It's about motivation, and it's about like emotional kind of buy-in and everything. And I think that we can kind of, especially with this Orman guy, where it's just like, I was like, I haven't seen this motherfucker before, like ever in my life. And now he's like a big player in the game, especially now that like Otto's kind of not gonna be in the show anymore, like quite obviously, like
Reese funds.
Yeah,
the thing about it is that Thrones is at its best when it's 2 people in a room talking, and that was just like, that was all this was.
Motherfucking garden walks, and the rats are coming along with the garden walk.
Medieval The Wire, let's go. Like the thing that kills me is Neil Miller, friend of the show, Neil Miller made a great point. He was like, this should have been the first episode of the first season of the season 1, and I just it feels like the start. Like the last 2 episodes felt like prologue to me.
Yeah,
this feels like really like the start, like game start.
Yeah.
So
no, I think so. Or like, especially again with like Rami Dawadi kind of like jumping in with like this new kind of war drums like intro into it or whatever it is, and it's like, this is like, we're really doing it now, you know what I mean? Like we're really we're completely
really in it now, Mr. Krabs.
You better start believing in wars, boys, because you're in one. Like, yeah, and yeah, I think that's all I think like really, really good observations in that sense, is the fact that like, I don't know. I mean, I think that again, I don't think that we're ever going to hit like the zeitgeist. Nothing will, I think, ever again. I think our media landscape is like too fractured and too whatever.
And we're just too divided also.
And there's just too much shit. Like there's just too much shit like to watch and shit to check out and targeted towards, each individual person or whatever. But like, I think that most of the people that are kind of still like hanging with it are like, know that this is like a very necessary thing to do with like this type of a story and shit like that. And so, I think
that House of the Dragon will get sort of like a glow up or like a revivalism with next generation, sort of like the Sopranos, where like kids are like finding the Sopranos and making it their own. Do you think like the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, House of the Dragon will kind of like smooth out the rough edges of Game of Thrones?
I think that's certainly a possibility. I mean, like it depends on. I think it also kind of like Thrones. It sort of depends on like how these end, and how these conclude, and like how they're thought of and stuff like that. I think they could, and that's also been reflected in the numbers. I mean, like I think like Night of the Seven Kingdoms had people watching Game of Thrones like again and shit like that.
Dude,
and
Night of the Seven Kingdoms was as popular as Thrones. Like the numbers were like way above House of the Dragon, and which is crazy and awesome. But I do agree, like I think that once this season ends and once we get like the full picture of what was tried and what they did and what they didn't do, I think we'll be more forgiving. Right now, it's so hard to judge when you're in the middle of it because you're like, you can't see the end.
Yeah. If they land like the ending and like it's not gonna be what everybody wants, but it's like, if it's this solid, I think that its reputation as not good from season 2, I think will actually help it. because people dipped out on season 2 like, I'm done with it, and then I heard that was a really bad show, and if they actually speed run it and they get to season 3 and it's like
if they just binge it
solid,
at this point, you know what I mean?
Like, wait, you know what? Because people love a show that's like, no one ever talks about this show. No one likes this show but me. It's I've discovered it. People like to do that because it's like they like to like discover something surprising. So I'm like, actually, it being kind of rough could only help it as long as it's good going forward.
Right.
I mean, in the season of The Wire, that was a bit of a slog, and then it a totality, like The Wire is a fucking masterpiece. But then there's the one season, wasn't it the Docks, or there was one, or the schools? I think that there was one that was kind of a slog. Two
goes to the dock workers, and it was kind of such a hard pivot for some, even though they still kept the same storylines going. They just introduced new characters. People were, I think, thrown. People have softened a lot on season 2 and everything that it had to say about, like, you know, organized labor and like, you know, like the working class and blue collar, you know, like all that kind of shit. I think the one that still is kind of a bit of a people still struggle with is 5, like, you know, and kind of like, and even though I was fine with it, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like I think 5 and like the newspaper media angle. Yeah. I think it's the one that like, is the one that kind of does, but like, again, in the sum of the whole thing, it's still like one of the best fucking shows like ever made. And so, and so I think that I think that you might be onto something, Dustin, in the sense of, and also Morgan in the same way, where it's like, this could definitely, again, as just an experience now, because again, if you told me that it was like, we did not change a single fucking word of episodes 9 and 10, like of those scripts, we just renamed them 3, you know, 3 episode 1 and 3 episode 2, and just shot those, I would buy that, because it's so all of the connective tissue and all the payoffs and all the stuff was so interlaced with the things that we were kind of building up to in season 2. And again, you know, we said this last week, it's like Brian Cox says in Adaptation, it's like, wow them in the end and you got a hit. And like, and if they could have had those 2 episodes of the premiere and the second episode be the thing that we ended on, we would have a massively different fucking read on like how people would have received season 2 in a much different way, I believe. And so like, and so you know, I think that it could totally happen. And again, I mean, like they're kind of cooking right now, and they also have a very now they sort of have an end point that they know that they want to hit. And like, we got this many episodes to do this. We can start to kind of move the things in where we need to go. And we have, you know, I know that we're cutting some characters, and we're changing some stuff up and everything like that. But I think, you know, if they can just kind of stay focused and kind of stay in this bag, they'll have a strong little fucking show, like a strong little 4-season show by the end of this thing, you know, little season show, like the show that this last season fucking took 310 days to shoot.
I mean, I guess, I mean, they killed Sir Simon, you know, so like, I'm kind of done with this shit, you know. Dude, the main character's fucking dead. I don't know how you're going to continue the show without him.
That was
the best guy.
That was a great moment. And again, somebody who fucking doesn't give it up for anybody, but like when they cut over to Damon once or a while, like,
and he's kind of like,
you see him, he just goes, oh, fuck.
He's like,
boy,
that was my boy.
I mean, not enough to send flowers. Listen, I'm getting crazy.
No.
No.
He just turned away, and you see him just go. You know what I mean? Like, and then he turns over, and then
like, that guy fucking ruled.
Like,
he's like, he was cool, man. Absolutely. A shout out to Over the Counterculture with a very cool The Thing, like little avatar over there. Pretty good movie. This episode was heavy. Felt like it was directed by David Lynch. I can see that. I mean, like, certainly in the sense of like that kind of like weird, kind of ethereal plane that we were kind of going in and out of every once in a while. I mean, like, again, like, you know, just seeing like these kind of, oh, is that Jace? Oh, no, it's not. Like, oh, that, okay, but that rat's definitely real. Okay, cool. And like, oh, like, and then because of that, like, I thought that Bela when she was walking down the one hall and Bela was in the hallway, I was like, is that a ghost or whatever it was? And you're like, no, it probably is her because she got back from scouting or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, but she's too petrified to talk to her because she blames, she feels responsible for Jace, for playing a part in Jace's demise and shit like that. And so I don't know. I don't know. I think that they should probably, a lot of the showrunners, like, despite, all of the, much to some, book reader chagrin and shit like that, should at least have a slight sense of vindication on just being able to tell, tell David Zaslav, known, cool, and regular guy, to be like, this is why we need 10 episodes, or at least you need to give us 10 episodes when we planned out for 10 episodes and we don't have a writer's strike and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the ethereal kind of quality of it with the sound design and everything was great. I mean, I think that's pretty much all I got for fucking general thoughts over there. I'm ready to move on to the next one if you guys are. You guys ready to hit it up? All right, so we got ourselves. It's the episode MVP. Who is the most valuable player in this here game, y'all? I'm gonna kick it to the Draces. Who is your MVP for this one? What are you guys thinking over there?
Ormond Hightower.
And I'm gonna. It pains me, but I'm sorry.
I like it. I like it.
He did it.
That chess
he did
move.
it.
Oh, also, I'm gonna and that.
Yeah.
Not only that, get you a man who can do both, because I'm sorry, toning bleached hair.
I know, right?
In pre like industrial.
Yeah.
Where does he get the toner? Also, if you even miss one little spot, it's so like you ever see somebody
you're cooked.
With
It's over. Yeah.
A beautiful bleach up, and you see that one spot you miss.
Yeah.
He got it all.
I mean, but also look at his hair. Like, his hair looks pretty good.
He's kind of mugging,
he's got, like, you know what?
He's a well-to-do Ponzi lad too. I mean, like, it's like he definitely like he has nose perfume because he doesn't want to smell the shit of the shit covered Riverland.
That's poppers. Sure.
Yeah, it was
one
poppers.
Can only hope. You know what I mean? Like,
poppers, yeah.
One can only hope. The I think that he again
Dragon's pee bleaches hair.
Dude, fuck yes. You're like, Darren, get to Sarah. Get to Sarah
there. Get peed on by a dragon.
Right, exactly. Hold him, lift that leg.
Farron.
Yeah.
I love that.
Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, big D, big Darren energy. Like, no, I mean, and when the stand-in, the Patsy, was saying, he was just like, it's like, what happened? He was like Lord Ormond blanched my hair. Like, he didn't say like
he didn't say he had
blanched me.
He blanched it.
Yeah. He said like he blanched my hair. So it's just like him with like
Ormond over the
stuff like that. It's like he's got like arcade.
Like, looking at it, and she's like, incredible job though.
He's sitting there. He's got like, God, fuck.
Fuck, I should have done this with Jace. Fuck.
It's like fuck, man. Like, absolutely no. And like, right.
He's with the possibility the whole time.
All right, Corliss, your kids are fine. Just you got to get Ormond on the horn.
I know, right?
Find out his secrets.
Oh my god! And also he's sitting there. He's got like the gloves on and stuff like that. He's playing like Animal Collective or some shit like that in like the salon while he's doing it and everything like that. So good, love that.
Fuck those high towers, but my god, they can do hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it. I mean, like, and I mean, it was a fun moment. Again, kind of going back, it was a fun moment when he was just that was such a great scene in the sense of just like these two kind of like tall, probably I'm guessing Ormond can also get busy too. I mean, like, he's got like
divas.
He seems like he can fight. Yeah,
and like and so like two like Ponzi kind of like, but also
murderous
murderous Ponces. Yes, like capable Ponzi lads, like kind of trading barbs and being kind of fabulous with one another.
Well, no, and then Damon did a whole Columbo.
No, just one more, just one more thing. One more thing.
Dang.
It was so good. I mean, like, even though you do it's been fun to kind of go back and like check out like certain little moments, like once, because obviously you're watching it for the first time and we're in the bar and, that's a whole experience in and of itself and shit like that, and but it was like, I did love that moment where Tessarion was looking over and just like, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you're like him? Like, you didn't even it's like, that's not my guy.
Tessarion was telling us the whole time.
Literally. He was like, no, he's literally just like, huh?
Poker face.
Yeah.
She's my blue queen. I love her so much.
Well,
I love her too, but also, I'm sorry. You don't, if you lose the war, you don't get to keep, even though it's a fancy house cat size one, you don't get to keep your fancy rescue your animal. Like, why was
your animal
Tessarion taken into custody?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, that's
should have been in the dragon pit in King's Landing.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like we'll have an upcoming category that we might be throwing Damon into a little bit over there, given such massive fucking oversight that kind of seemed like it would be. You know what I mean? Like, it's
well,
like, I don't care.
But Rhaenyra didn't know him either.
No, that's fine.
Not knowing the kid. I'm talking about the.
Oh,
dragon.
not
The
taking the
dragon.
dragon. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
and
we'll
also
get
just
to
like,
it, but
like, hey, go sing a fucking High Valyrian song to this motherfucker or something like that. Go over there and pet him. Like, and again, I have 3 guys. Like, again, I have who's the big one? Like I have fucking Vermithor who could swallow Tessarion whole if he wanted to.
The way you would do this is you put Darren on the dragon, escorted to the dragon pit.
100%. Yeah, you got Ulfin and Hugh on either side.
We'll fucking eat him.
Yeah.
If he tries to run.
Yeah.
And if he falls off the dragon, then he dies. Well.
Whoops. Oh well. Fell in the drink. Like, you know what I mean?
New dragon on the board.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. I think that bit of oversight, I think, is maybe the one big blemish of writing. I think, like, of this episode. But like, because this is not a book thing, right? This kind of switcheroo that we know of is like, did they? Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Darren
right?
just shows up at a battle, I believe. Like,
Darren is never held hostage in the book, so that they've made a lot of different book changes, some really significant ones actually.
Yeah, and they're really playing this. They're keeping this, like, I don't know why they're trying to make it such a like surprise. Like, I guess, like, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that we've seen him. I think that he's already been on screen.
I agree.
He's that kind of he kind of had his hair pulled back.
Have blonde hair, but Ormond also is very good. He can also do brunette.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he did have it. Right.
He's like, you're a winter, and I think this dark chestnut would look really good with your undertones.
Right, exactly. It's like hold on. The chemicals are quite strong. Like, or whatever it is, just to get him through the whole thing. Here we go. We got shout out to Slurpee over there jumping in with $5. Ormond may have great hair, but Bull John looks like Mo Howard.
Oh
he does. What
it's
in
tough.
the fuck is like? What was the character's name from Andor? I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting.
Brasso.
Brasso. Like, I mean, like, again,
Brasso.
it's really it's quite bad. Like, it's quite like no. Maybe that's what Tessarion was looking at. Maybe he was going like what the fuck is that? Like, not the blonde hair, the bowl cut. Like, you know what I mean?
John Roxton is his castle is called the Ring because it's built in the ring. So he is the Lord of the Ring, and that's why he has 10 interlocked links as his sigil, because he is the Lord of the Ring. So what does he do? Bowl cut. More rings, baby.
Yeah, he's got to make a ring. He's got 9 on the sigil, one on the crown. Right there, you go. You can't ever take it off.
He's like, everything is circles, even my hair.
Yeah, he's like the fucking Fossaways. We're like, can we fucking cool it with the apple puns for Christ's sake?
Circles,
you know what I mean? Like,
only. No rectangles.
Totally. Shout out to Maria, aka Chubby Leopard 1 over there, $5. Another problem with the writing is that things seem to continuously happen to our our main two instead of them taking action. It's so frustrating. I think that's fair. I think that's fair critique. It's certainly within like the experience of watching this show for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what would you
From
guys
my
say? What would
point
you
of
guys say
view,
to
I
that?
kind of think that like that's kind of the point. Viserys was always kind of a fence-sitting bitch a little bit until the end when he did that. No, the succession has been
Yeah, right.
already settled. Like that
He
was the one
walked
time.
through a room and sat on a chair, and that was the most like effort he put into anything ever in
And
his
she's
life.
her
Like,
father's daughter, and I'm like, she's like, what would he do? And I'm like, baby girl,
Sit on a fence.
I think you should maybe not take all of his. He's not really the example, but it's like the one she just doesn't take an action, but that is very much with how she was raised and how she saw her father rule. And then it's like when she does take action, half of it was awesome and I loved it, and then the other one I'm just like, you're an idiot. You're bad.
Well, no, I think
Nothing
that
but respect for my queen, but I do have to disrespect you in this moment because what the hell?
No, I mean, like, yeah, you could be like, yeah, I think it is. Again, it's the same thing with his sons. I mean, like, woefully unprepared. I mean, like, even like, because like, what if something happens to Rhaenyra and you lose your heir? Like, and we're not even remotely thinking about like, you know, Aegon or Aemond or whatever it is, like, or any of the other lines of succession that could potentially be opened or whatever it was. He was always fucking MIA. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even with half a face or not. And so I think that there's elements to that to which, I don't know. It's like, it is one of those things because Rhaenyra at once sometimes does seem very like capable, like her cooking up this rat scheme and doing this fucking fear factor horse shit to the fucking highborns is awesome and sick and like and cool and like and then also
she has to be prepared where it's like, yes, that's awesome, sick and cool. Just be prepared to light a couple on fire when they come for you later.
Yeah.
But you will. But you won't.
Oh, yeah. So I was going to say, I think that I agree with Maria. The major problem that I have with the writing of this show is that every single major event has been an oopsie by all the characters. Like nobody has actively pursued that outcome. And so it's just kind of like, oh shucks, like, oh man, Alicent didn't mean to start a war, but here we are. Oh shucks, Aemon didn't mean to kill Lucerys, but here we are. Right. Oh shucks, Rhaena didn't mean to burn the fleet, but here we are. Like that's like every major movement in the story that's been happening. And so I totally understand Maria's frustration, and I agree. It's a valid complaint. I will say that I thought this episode really did Rhaenyra a favor in that, like, she's trying really hard not to kill people. Like, she's so fixated on like legitimate succession because she wants people to recognize her as queen without having to kill people.
Right.
And she has to come to herself. And, you know, like she has this thing in last season where she's like, oh, like if we just give me Aegon, just let me kill this one guy and we'll save so much bloodshed. Right. That's the same thing here. Like, just kill the High Septon. You'll save so much bloodshed. Cool. Just kill like Darren. You'll save so much bloodshed.
Right.
And she's completely unwilling to do that the way Viserys was unwilling to do that. And as a result, I think she's going to stumble her way into whatever happens next. And it's going to be equally unfulfilling.
Yeah.
No, I totally see that because there were so many storylines with like just even the Alicent of it all. I'm like, it's more powerful if she sits in the room and they pull out their binder of their plan to usurp the throne and she does nothing, makes that choice rather than I thought I was right. Like, I hated that. I was like, it's way more powerful if she stood there and made the choice to do nothing.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like, I really wish the writing would be more like, I'm deciding to do this.
Yeah.
And you can see their motivations and like, you know why they did it, but you're seeing how it's going to go wrong. It's way more heartbreaking. It's way more heartbreaking that way.
Yo, I actually really like this in the sense Hellfish. I was just about to say this. Great minds, my friend. They needed like a couple of fucking writers from Succession, a show that is chock full of dickheads. Bad people that I don't think should exist, frankly. You know what I mean? Like billionaires and their, and whatever.
Living in their weird heads.
Right. And like, but like I was able to occasionally like identify and root for and like all this other kind of stuff. And again, like also I did that in Thrones too. You know what I mean? Like characters to which I previously fucking hated their fucking guts. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm really, really nervous that they're going to die in a battle or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is what Germs did. And it's what Germ did well. It's what does well, and it's what it's what Succession did well, and this show should be more that. I mean, like, because it's all highborn squabbles. Like I've been saying, it's like Succession or like the OC with dragons. You know what I mean? Just like a bunch of entitled highborn dickheads just fucking their own shit up and shooting themselves in the foot.
What
you know what
say?
I mean? Like, yeah. Oh God, we played that. Okay, I'm gonna make that edit, and I'm gonna make sure it's under 5 seconds, and we won't get demonetized when we pop that on. But we're definitely gonna try that for next week.
It's just every fucking death in the season so far.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna. All right, cool. I'm gonna get to work on that for next week for sure. But yeah, like I think, I agree with that. I think that they've been trying so hard to make everybody sympathetic. I think they will the writers will walk them into being kind of like feckless and kind of like feeling like they're not really making moves within the story. You know what I mean?
Crazy because Arian Brightflame is out there being the worst fucking person and he's got Sims for days. So like,
yeah,
he got fan cams.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Well, no, it was that tongue roll that he did that I think got everybody on board and shit like that. Like, it certainly
that man is a pedophile. Stop it.
It certainly, yeah. I mean, it certainly did Angel. It was like, it was like, again, that's also coming out like, we're doing Angel, a Night of Hot D and GOT fan watches a song of, or a Night of the Seven Kingdoms for the first time. And he does that. He goes like, I hate him, but that was kind of hot. You know what I mean? Like in that very, very, very Angel way. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
But yeah, I think that's a great point brought up by Maria. Like, I think like insofar as just their, and again, it's ways in which I think that there's been elements that have been strengthened, is in like making them friends. Is kind of like it adds a bit of the tragedy that I like about it. But I think standing on some 10 toes, and like people change over time, and people get convinced of different things over time. I mean, like that first season was like, I don't know, we spanned like 20 fucking years or something like that. I want to say, like from when it started to through all the different time jumps and shit. And so like, I think it's totally within the realm of possibility that you could have been friends with somebody and still decide to just stand back and do nothing and let, your dad try to usurp them and shit like that. You know what I mean? And like at the cost of us being conflicted about it, but like, I don't know, we would still understand elements to it. I mean, Allison's like kind of like a survivor and just kind of kind of needling her way through this kind of tawdry web and shit like that. Episode MVP. Oh, so we had who did the last MVP? I'm so sorry. Was that you? Was that?
I think
us. Yeah.
Is that just?
Morgan just yes-anded me.
Yeah, because I was like, he was like Orman. I'm like Orman's skills with hair.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, sick. All right, here you go. Maddie. Episode MVP. Who you picking over there?
I have one kind of jokey one and I have one serious one. So my first one is the person in the writer's room who decided that Sunfire is dead. Shout out to that person. You are my MVP this week. I love that. That is such a departure from the book, and I am so for it. I love it. I love it. Book readers, you know why I want that dragon dead. Anyway, and then my real MVP has to be Emma Darcy. They are just a revelation. They are pushing that Emmy real hard, and they deserve it, and they should get it.
Yeah.
Between this episode and certainly last episode, like it's been, and I don't think that they have felt more at home and just in their bag than in this season. It feels like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just for whatever reason, I don't know exactly what it, maybe the material is just too rich and too good, and you know what I mean, like, or whatever. But this one in particular, because again, this is a slow simmer, subtle, like kind of like pitch of a fucking of an episode of TV, and Emma's getting laughs like in interesting ways and stuff like that, and just being exasperated. It's like we don't have any coin. We will find some. You know what I mean? Like at some point, you know what I mean? Like that.
And like Ulf's little he's like Targaryen. Absolutely not. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yep. So
Yeah, I mean, like, and again, also just anything where just like it's like, come on, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? It's like, what do you think I'm gonna say over here? Hey,
He's like, you can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He's such. Olfus is like, I think you should leave character in the middle of this like.
He
dragon
is.
show,
I think that's very
he's,
well
like,
said. Yeah.
Misreading. He's trying to learn the rules, and and he doesn't, and he's doing his own thing, and then he's just so fucking confused.
But I do like it when Damon he's like, yeah, perhaps my friend Elf here can take your castle. So I think Damon kind of likes him, like, because he's so shitty.
This fucking piece of shit will take your castle.
Yeah.
He's basically the punching bag of them, even though he has one like his silver wing. And I'm sorry, I'm like, everyone was piling on Ulf this season, and I haven't seen him yell at a waitress in a while, so I forget that he yells at waitstaff.
Yeah, like, he's shitty to the staff, a barfly, but who's shitty to the staff. Insanity. Like,
that was, listen, he was excited high off of dragon riding. I haven't seen him do it. Maybe he's learned.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he's like chilled out, because I've only like this season.
The manager gave him a talk. The manager gave him a talking to. It's like, dude, dragon or no dragon, don't fucking disrespect the fucking staff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure.
You can yell at the other lords, but you can't. The dragonless ones, you bully them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't have that shit rule. It's like, and like their looks were just like, no, like.
I love that. Absolutely not.
Both of them were just so fucking good. Like between the two of them, there was like, awesome reactions.
And you're like, well, I wish he had said he's like the white. I'm like, what about Blackfire?
Oh,
Blackfire.
Like, or whatever it is, God. Like get egg in there and shit. I think that as far as an MVP goes, Emma's been crushing it in ways that is kind of. Have they won for this before, or did they just go up to accept that when they won like the Golden Globe or Emmy or something like that, when they were not expecting to win, and Millie Alcock was shit faced on stage or something?
Legendary.
Yeah, sick, love it.
They have not. They have not won an Emmy.
Okay. Well, I think we might be. I think that kind of seems imminent. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep, Emmy Darcy.
Emmy Darcy.
Yes, and an Emmy for Emma for sure. Okay, so and it's my MVP. Is gonna be, I got two. It's the first one is gonna be the director, Sarah Hess, who's done the last two episodes, like episode 2 and this episode. And I think that both being like so kind of profoundly kind of the emotional tenor of them is so different. You know what I mean? Like, because the other one is like, so like the last episode 2 is so just like emotionally fraught and explosive and just bursting at the seams with character and with like and hubris here and like just and grief and like all this other stuff, and being able to channel that through Emma and like kind of having that handoff and everything. But then this one, as far as like the filmmaking was kind of concerned, like the sound design, like the direction of where the camera is and what it's showing us and how it's really kind of giving us Rhaenyra's perspective. I can't remember the last time that this entire franchise was this proactive. I think like this one, maybe like the battle in Night of the Seven Kingdoms, where it's like so much of it was almost literally like kind of almost like a video game, almost a little too much. And it's like we're like inside the helm like of Dunk in Night of the Seven Kingdoms. But like I mean, we didn't get a lot of that in the original show. And like in a kind of weird way, they sort of were just like, hey, let's kind of induce the feeling of what it is to read like one of George's like POV chapters, you know what I mean? Like, and it really, really felt like that. And I think that was like a pretty, a pretty singular achievement, I think, like as far as like in the franchise, for fucking sure. And then also, I think two of my MVPs are the second sons. Like fucking, we got Corlys and we got like Daemon. Daemon, I do think for all minus the God complex and like the war crimes or whatever it is, Rhaenyra,
his
you
whole
have
being.
you have
So
have the
mine
throne.
is everything he does all
No.
the time.
No. Like, you're right. Yeah, stands everything. Like, yeah, like no, but like insofar as the ethic of just like she needs. I wish that Rhaenyra had her values, but Daemon's like chutzpah, like in the sense of in the sense that it was like, who gives a fucking shit what anybody says about Corlys fucking Valerian and his 2 bastard kids and my bastard kids? Like, who gives a shit? I have 6 dragons. Fucking say something.
Yeah,
Say
pull up.
motherfucking something. Like that. Like
Yeah.
I want her values and goals, but his like kind of drive and nonchalance when it comes to like what the fuck people think. Like, I mean, like in a certain sense, and it would do well because she'd be able to, I think, accomplish her goals a lot more clearly. And so like when Daemon like was, I'm kind of for among the first times I've ever said this, but I wish she was acting a little bit more like Daemon. You know what I mean? Like and like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's like that's not my normal fucking MO. And then Corlys, like just in the sense of, I mean, really pushing the envelope. I mean, like it kind of speaks to an element of what a big part of like what the show is what especially these last couple of episodes have kind of really been kind of sinking their teeth into and stuff. But just like, I don't know, just kind of like for putting it all on the line and just knowing like what you want and I don't think that he went about it in the right way. And I think that if Daemon were king, like he would have fucking cut his fucking head off right there. But also I think that Daemon would have been like, sure. They never would have had to have that conversation. You know what I mean? Like in that sense. So I liked Corlys's like sense of pushback and like, I don't know. I mean, like there was an element to which there that I really enjoyed watching him play, and it was among some of the best stuff that I think Steven Toussaint has ever done in the show. I mean, he's
That man is a goat. I love
never been more engaging. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it kind of goes to one of the super chats from Crazy description.
What we got over here? Let's get it over here. Crazy. I love this stuff. It felt like old school GOT with the politics. Did you guys feel like it was out of character for Corlys to call her son bastards?
I think so. My thing is that I think when he's saying that, number one, because he already had the talk with who was it? Was it with God, it was when he was a baby. So I'm trying to think of what the little kids. When he was saying like making him.
Oh, when he's talking about when he's talking to Luke, he's talking to Lucerys.
And
yeah.
he told him, he's like, yeah, like blood doesn't matter. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he's screaming out bastard, he's like, I have no emotional, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you shouldn't either. And he knew it would hurt her, like, and he's really poking the bear or the dragon. But I'm like,
echoing Daemon too, you know,
he
like
burned his entire life to the ground for this dynasty. So yeah, I get to call your kids bastards because the one thing, it's not going to cost you money. It doesn't. The only thing I asked you for, and you could do it so easy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter because
let the people
talk. You have 7 dragons.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. No,
Yeah.
he gets to say it. He gets to say it.
Yeah. No.
right. And the fact that he also has like he goes like what, and also one of my kids has a fucking dragon now. Didn't see that one. That was not on my fucking bingo card too. Like
and
either. You know what I mean? Like
he would even say my kid's a bastard too. And what? Now he has a dragon.
Yeah.
He's a bastard with a dragon. What are you gonna say?
Again, you literally said, let us raise an army of bastards. That came out of your mouth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's, you know, we've been playing this game. I mean, like, and I mean, it is kind of compounded by like the fact that he's a black man too. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, that is a spice that is within the scene. And it's been also within like all of Rhaenyra's shit. You know what I mean? Where she was like, yes, my Valerian, you know, like my black Valerian husband, you know what I mean? Like, and we are having like, you know, a bunch of fucking like, I popped out half of Mumford and Sons for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like, while I'm married to fucking Laenor, like
he's
it's crazy.
got his sons, and then there's Bela and Rhaena, but it's like, yeah, his like everyone who was like this close, his heir is dead, and like the love of his life is dead, and it's like these
Driftmark is in
that-
ashes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and no one wants to be his heir. He doesn't have a fortune, but he's like, what I can give you is my name, and like you can be the heir to Driftmark and build it up yourself. Because he's like,
Yeah.
you're a shipwright. You go on your 7 journeys or whatever he did, his 7 voyages.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sure if anyone could build up our fortune again, it would be him. But it's like, all I need you to do is just like sign the fucking piece of paper.
Yeah.
And
It's literally just a flick of the pen. And I think it was just like one of those things where I think it was also because she's been so kind of namby-pamby and kind of wishy-washy about a bunch of stuff. It was
like, this is it? This is the stand you're gonna take?
right.
Yeah, honestly, it's so shitty.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. Like, your son's just like trumped the triarchy. Like, you're one of your sons is a dragon rider. You're about to knight him. Just give him the fucking name.
Dustin, it's an aristocracy, not a meritocracy. Fuck your merit. Are you good at your job?
But
Get the fuck out of here.
But Morgan, the thing is, whether it was one or the other, they get both.
Yeah.
I know.
They get both. Adam fucking like slew fucking the
Bitch fist.
The bitch fist
Alan.
like, over there. Like, yes, thank you so much. And like and like he has a dragon riding like babelicious other fucking son. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of the most fuckable dudes in the 7 kingdoms over there. You know what I mean? Like, and just like, I don't know. It's
See how many bastard that kid can pop out, because he's flying around on a jet on a
Daddy,
747.
port. Like,
Yeah, baby in every port.
He's got
the
a
dragon is
private
now
jet. He
the
could
dragon
do a
is-
baby every night.
the dragon is now literally a stork dropping off babies now instead of
See, Alan invented making the 8.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus, I love that so much. Let's see what else we got over here with this. It was like we got ourselves Claire Vandross over there, 91-81, currently at work. Team's call, and I'm being bad, but I had to jump on and offer a simple you all kick ass.
Aww.
Kick all of the ass in all of the realm. Claire, that
Dude, tell me theft.
Hey, here's
not real.
here's the Queen Claire.
Always do it.
Yes, 100%, absolutely. Okay, we were like, I like this. This will be fun. Slurpee's coming in again. We appreciate you. He chipped in last. They chipped in last time over there. If you were all dragon seeds knighted by Rhaenyra, how would you style yourselves? I would go as Slurpee the Rad. Like I'm with that. Like
I would be like, and I look him right in the eyes, Schmargarian. Right in the eyes, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Schmargarian.
right. It's like or like when we say regular degular, like Degarian or whatever it is. Like, yeah, Smartgarian though. I love that.
Dragon face.
Yeah, right.
More Sir Morgan, the dragon McDragon face.
Well, there's a lot of like bastard houses of existing houses. Like you have the Darklands, which are a famous Kingsguard house, and then their bastard offshoot house is Dark. So like imagine them going, I'm Jonquil the Dark, right? And instead of Darkland,
Joaquin
and then
the Dark.
there are like and there are like a billion different Lannister bastard houses, which is also really funny.
sure.
And they have weird names like Lanny and Landfoot, and like it's like
Kirkland
very
Land.
Land chop and shit like
yeah,
that. Or whatever it is.
Land Chop,
Like,
exactly.
Trader Jose's Lannister.
It's like Dr. Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that energy.
that's where
for
we really
sure.
get the Fagon, the
I'd be
Fago
like
of it all.
Diet
You know what I mean? Like,
Targaryen.
Yeah.
oh my
Because
god.
I'm a skinny ledge and you're all fat fuck.
Smart.
So you'd be a Celtigar.
Oh my god.
So you'd be a Celtigar. That's fine.
Dustin,
Yeah.
Dustin, what are you thinking of it? How'd you style
I got
yourself?
nothing, man. I don't.
You already have
you know
House Dustin.
I mean, I'm already House Dustin. You know, that already
true.
exists. Yeah.
That's true. So you can kind of just
Dustin
take
the
it.
mullet.
Yeah.
There we go. The gullet
The
mullet.
mullet of the gullet.
The
Mullet of the gullet.
Wow, the mullet of the gullet.
I think it's pretty easy for me. It's like Sean of Tank.
Sean
You know what I
Tank.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think that's or like Tank of Top, you know, or something
Tank
like
of
that
Top.
or whatever. They were just like, don't tell me.
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
like-
somebody just mentioned that were like how are you gonna style yourself? And like I actually thought the same thing of like how they were gonna like dress. Like I didn't realize that was like gonna be their name.
No, you're noble styling. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't-
No.
So I'm with you, Bo.
And also,
right,
you're with
I-
Ulf. Like, he like
I'm right
was
there
like,
with you.
oh, no one told him.
Targaryen. I don't know.
He knew
What do you fucking mean? I don't know.
He knew he
Yeah.
was getting knighted, but no one's. Again, I think you should leave. No one told him.
I didn't know.
And then he has
Right.
to
Or
make it up right on. And he's like, he sees like I don't know some bird poop and it's like white. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, or he's like next time we see Ulf, he's gonna be like in all Gandalf white robes and like backlit like a motherfucker, and they're gonna be like, it's like, who are you? It's like, my name is Ulf. Yes, that is my name. You know, or whatever. He's just all gonna kind of keep coming back to him or whatever it is. Like that shit. Like,
God. I think he has
And
the
then I
opposite. I think he starts
my
out as
enemy's
white.
ruin upon the mountains.
I think he starts as white and then he goes gray.
Just a great character. Just a great character.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally. I was like, and we got Maria's coming in. She's got literally nothing to lose by making them legitimate. No,
Yeah, just fucking do it.
100%. I mean, like,
Just
I
her
think
own
that
little anxieties about her her last son.
Yeah, about her dead children. Who cares?
No, she hasn't one. She's got the one bastard.
They still
left.
got
the
the
one
one.
that she's got to call home.
They still got the one, but also we know that we can blanch now, so let's just fucking like I started out as a blonde.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was blonde when I was a kid, you know what I mean? And so like shit happens, like or whatever.
I'd probably be Maddie the Blue.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that totally works. You know what I mean? Like even though Hugh the Hammer, like now I'm just thinking
That's
like
a great one.
That's a great one. It's a fantastic one. I mean, like, but also because like now like
Maddie the Mace.
Ooh, I like that
Maddie
one.
the Mace.
Yeah, I'm with that. But like, yeah, but now it's like now when he said Hugh the Hammer, I was definitely thinking of like how many like what is it injury recruitment lawyers like there are throughout every state, and they're all the Hammer. They're all it's like my name's Jimbo John, the Texas Hammer, you know, like or whatever it is.
I'm
or
not
like,
a gavel, I'm
right.
the hammer.
Exactly. It's like my name's Clint the Hammer Howard or whatever. It's
I
like,
actually
dude, you need to relax.
figured out my night name.
Yeah.
I'm really good at kicking people out of bars.
Yeah.
So I just be Chad's Bane.
Oh, Chad's Bane.
Morgan Chad's
Sir
Bane.
Morgan Chad's Bane. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could even say Chud's Bane too.
Chud's Bane.
Chad's Bane.
I'll fuck with that for sure. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Chud.
Yeah, no, and like we got Blake over there. I was with you, Justin. No, I think for the first element of it, like where I think they were asking like what they were gonna like. I figure I don't know. It's like you're gonna wear like when they present themselves to the people or what, or whatever it is, because you'd maybe show. I was there for a second, also
But
because
I
like
like that because it's also we're all Ulf in that moment.
100%.
You're also learning a little thing about like the culture. So you're like, because we've never really had a scene of people like choosing their night name.
No, not at all.
But I mean, you should also like tell them that they should have one prepared.
Yeah, just get it in the
closest
chamber.
Thing right. The closest I think that we came to it was when Lionel Baratheon was talking to Dunk, and he was just like, "So be fucking tall, dipshit." You know what I mean? It's like, all right, cool, I'm dunking the tall, and he kind of did that with Egg and shit like that. But I think that was the most recent one. And again, we saw the knighting, we got to hear it and stuff like that. And we had a really great one in Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There is a conversation kind of being had with these two shows now and stuff like that. And and we've said this before, it just, because of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it does take a little bit of pressure off of House of the Dragon to just be all of the GOT things, because we can kind of get different vibes from different stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, we ain't getting no fucking like, we ain't getting the Blue Dragon side eye. It's like, who the fuck is that bitch? We're not getting that from Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We're getting all the other stuff that we really like over there. You know what I mean? Like, and again, thank you to everybody who's been jumping in with the fucking super chats and shit like that. We really appreciate it. Again, hit us with a super chat for any dollar amount if you want to fight Maddie and or get in the conversation with any question, comment, concern. I think that about wraps it up for the most valuable players over there. So we got to move on to, again, we've seen this like happen like multiple times and stuff like that. And it is one of my favorite readings that Matt Smith has done, like in this show so far and stuff like that. But I just want to modify it here. It's like, because the cunts in the realm and the live stream have grown uncommon big.
There's no cure for being a man.
Cunt.
Cunt.
That horn-blowing cunt.
Cunt. Of cunts.
You cunts!
Oh yes. We got to talk about the cunt of the week, whether it be a serve or whether it be a cunt on wheels that we are not happy with at all. I'm gonna tip it on over to Maddie. Who's your cunt of the week for this episode of House of the Dragon?
Oh man, I was not ready for this question. Actually, no, I am ready for this question.
You got it. You got it. You've been pulling rabbits out of fucking hats for this entire time. Don't fucking like, oh, I don't know, whatever. You got it. What you got, man?
It's Ulf the White. Fuck
Oh, speak on it. We were just talking about how much he was sort of like an audience surrogate. What do you got?
I just hate his ass. I think his vibes are bad. I think he sucks. And yeah, I think it's wig as shit.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Everybody's been
This
beating
guy
up
right
on
here?
him.
Yeah,
Now
that
I'm
guy.
like,
No, 100%.
That guy. Hate his ass.
see,
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
That's all I got right now.
Hate him.
Yeah, hate him. Fuck him.
No, I mean, the way that they did it, they've softened it up with given how much Damon's been kind of like fucking with him lately.
Yeah.
Or they've managed to kind of smooth some of those edges. It was really rough when we were straight out the gate as soon as he got a dragon.
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
when he was sitting at the table yelling at the waitstaff, I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But then they
Being
kinda,
shitty to the queen and everything, like weird. You know what I mean? Just strange.
But then it was like, oh, he's just he's a feral cat. Like he's a rescue dog. Like he doesn't know what anything is. He doesn't know what a queen is. Like he was told his whole life that if you ride a dragon, you're a god.
Yeah.
So he's like acting like a god the first week.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like this season, I didn't like the writing so much on the first because I'm like, I like a gray character. And I just were like vibing with him in the bar because he's just like kind of a braggart. And,
I know.
bullshitting.
Vibing with him in the bar and the really cute, like little nudging kind of like flirty thing that him and Silverwing were kind of doing, we're having was all really great. And it just soured so quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
but then
you know what I mean?
They
Like,
tried to pull
but they've
it
softened
back.
it a little bit.
It's the same thing with Aegon. Like, I think they went too hard.
They did.
Like, make him full rapist. I'm like, it's in the book, but also it's like, again, rumors and like maesters and like, who knows?
Yeah.
It can be he's shitty to women, but like, there's a way to like do it where it's not full on, just like, wow, that's irredeemable. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
no, 100%. Like we're like,
and you can be evil too, but
she resisted and I pasted one or whatever. It's like you're shitty, but you let her leave. You know what I mean? Like
just a shittiness that's colored by something
unforgivable.
Else. Like he has a fight with his mom and he takes it out on. I want it colored by something. I want my villains to have like pathos, and I don't just like oh bad man. Like I'm like, well cool. It's easy for me to hate a man. I mean, like, so that's actually you're a professional.
Tell me about it.
You're a professional writer. You should work for it a little bit. Make me feel bad about hating this man.
Yeah.
And so I think that they did. I do think it's like I love it because he is just this giant middle finger to all of Targaryen like supremacy.
Yeah.
Where it's like
because his blood doesn't mean shit.
No.
Like it's him a dragon, but what?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, everything you've been telling the common folk about, we have dragons that makes us gods, we have dragons that means we get to tell you what to do. All of a sudden, this, like, unhousebroken, like, a little pit bull guy busts into your house and jumps on a dragon, and you have to give him respect because you've been saying that, and if you don't, then everything you've been talking about is bullshit.
Right.
And that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm worried for Ulf because I'm like, what they really should do, because I know they hate his ass, but they need a dragon rider. But once the war's over, he's getting his neck snapped.
I think. I mean, if it was Daemon at the helm, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's absolutely
Not during a war. Though,
no, hell no.
Because Daemon can smack him and put him in line.
Yeah.
Daemon can he actually does like.
He died poisoned by his enemies.
Also,
you know what I mean?
He's a barfly guy, so he understands street justice. When he says something like talk shit, get hit is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, sometimes I get hit.
No,
but I say bad shit.
But I don't. Not maybe also it's like because Cord came in like with a good like even though it's a bar guy, I feel like he doesn't tip well. And it's like a barfly that
nobody
tips like
tips
shit.
Well in Westeros. No one tips in Westeros.
There's probably maybe I don't think tipping culture actually probably exists in Westeros.
I think
Highborns do.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's how they keep their heads from getting cut off.
Or like you're like, hey, it's like you guys got an industry discount. And it's like, dude, you worked in a bowl when you were 18. Okay, shut the fuck up.
Industry
You know
discount.
what I mean?
To be fair, though, Ulf also, because he's a braggart and wants to feel like a big, strong man, if he had a good day gambling or something, he is buying everyone's drinks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But
very-
only because that
very
ingratiates
annoying
himself.
No, that's
You
what
know
I'm
I mean?
saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
for sure.
Yeah.
When he walks in the bar, you're like, is he buying everyone drinks or is he annoying?
Right.
You know those guys that walk in and they always want to, like, they meet a random stranger. They're like, oh, let me get this guy a drink. And you're like, don't stop doing that. Like, and those are always the people that are like 5 seconds away from you, like banning them.
Uh-huh.
They're like kind of people that just
play
need
Diablo
to buy
with him like every week. Like, but
guy?
he's
Yeah.
cool. But like he's a cool version of that whole thing.
Opera?
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. You know what I mean? Like, no, I was
But
talking about
because
something
we've
else.
been learning more about Ulf and his backstory and his
Yeah.
thing, it's like you can get me there with like, why is he this terrible person?
Yeah.
Because, even when I'm like kicking people out, why I'm good at it, not because I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. I bring them outside and I say, hey, you're done here, but I know the next time you're going to learn from this. This is what you did. This is why you're out. You're going to learn from this, and I know you're going to do better at the next place. I believe in you. And that does it. They walk away. Like, they're like, oh. And
yeah.
They're
sometimes
all
you can turn them in on themselves and stuff like that. I remember like this one. I learned this from actually from Paul. Where he like I stole this one from him and it worked. It worked like a charm. Like I used it like maybe 4 times. It works about half the time. But wherever this big guy, he wanted another drink, couldn't have one. Was really angry about it, and I was just like, would I be doing my job if I gave you another fucking drink, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went like this. He just went, and then like dabbed me up and then got the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like it was like, all right, I was like,
you gotta
it
do
works
anything,
occasionally. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not
Like,
trying to fuck up your day tomorrow. And I'm always like, I might be wrong. You might be fine, but I am low risk over here. So
yeah, 100%.
But
yeah,
and then
100%.
I'm like, I'll buy anything non-alcoholic. But it's like, yeah, it's just kind of. I feel like with Ulf, yeah, is he terrible? Yeah, but it's like he's been kicked around like a gutter rat his whole life.
Yeah.
And he just got a dragon, and no one told him that he needed to pick out a name. No one told him what manners are. He didn't get like if he.
This is like when we are getting like stalked by like somebody like on the internet and Morgan's just like, well, you never know about this one guy. I'm like, Morgan, nope, this is no, even though I understand the point you're making.
I set the boundaries. I don't put up with any behavior.
This guy,
I don't.
This guy,
like I'm not giving him free drinks, and like when he needs to get kicked out, he's getting kicked out.
Yeah. Sure.
But I'm like, I do understand where people come from, and like, it's people have layers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
he'd be on our watch list.
I mean, he would already be banned. Like he would.
Yeah.
Listen, and then I would like see him out.
This guy?
I would see him out, and I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah." And they're like, "Can I come?" Nope.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
listen, I am kind, but I do have my boundaries where I'm like, when you're 86, you're 86.
Oh
so.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I think it's a good pick. I mean, like, and that's still because it's still that. Yeah, that like, or I'm keeping it at arm's length for damn sure. Like for sure. How about y'all, Drake Studio? Who's your coach of the week?
I'm going the other way. I'm going for all of the chefs that prepared the rat dinner, because that was some cunty magic.
Oh, they
right
served
there.
cunt.
They served.
They did.
They were like.
They were laughing.
They were just like, yeah, girl.
They're like, how are we gonna plate the rat?
Oh yeah, I mean, did you see like the plating on that shit was so fucking good?
They're like,
I mean, anything that inspires this face is like fucking serving. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember one lady who was like, "I'm being robbed," or she's like, "It was so Michael Scott. That was a hate crime." Well, I hated it.
Well, I hated it. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, and like. And again, like the pageantry of it, like, I mean, again, that's
so good.
It's how they would serve that type of a food and that type of a meal. You get everybody to come out, everybody puts the one down, but it was just like, again, the pageantry, and again, like just their little their little teeny tiny like rat legs like sitting there. And shit
Yeah.
like that, like,
Oh, but then like just like the drizzle.
The chef
like,
was like, should tails and feet on or off?
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone's like, that whole staff must have been just like
oh,
that must have been the
so
party
good.
down there.
Yeah, I mean, or they're
They're-
just.
oh, you want us to do what? Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you ever have a bowl?
That's
of
a yes,
brown?
queen moment if I ever heard it. Yes, queen.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yes,
We
chef.
got you. Yes,
Yes,
chef.
chef.
Yes.
I literally like. So, are we putting bean sprouts on the maggots, or not, or just going bean sprouts, just maggots, just full on? Like, what's
So
going on?
good.
You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty fucking great. We got ourselves west of Westeros. What's west of Westeros? He's got a question. Nettles, being not a part of of Hot D, sucks. But Rhaena is so hated for no reason. And do you think that we will get Children of the Forest or Cannibal in this series? Also, your kids were bastards. Like over there. All right. A couple different things in there. We've talked about the nettles of it all for sure, but like it's unfortunate. It sucks.
I am like the hugest Nettles fan. I was very upset historically, but I'm a real Rhaena because I used to have R.I.P. to Gandalf, but having a problematic rescue that everyone's like, that dog is out, and I'm like, he's just scared, okay, it's fine, you just have to I can only board him with professional dog board, like it's a whole thing, it's a lot of work. I understand you have a sheep stealer,
but you never took Gandalf to fucking like brunch like on the patio and going ape shit, you know what I mean? Like you never did that, you know what I mean?
But when you first meet a rescue dog, that was her first day meeting sheep stealer, and she was told that dragons are for war.
Yeah,
so you would just assume. You're like, well, I guess they just know how to do it, right?
But she would have known about sheep stealer just knowing. It's like she's speaking High Valerian to this fucker. He's like, what do you mean? I don't know what that is. What you talking that fancy
like,
top
that's
for?
my family, and I'm scared that I want to back them up. And it was like, no, I get it. But it's like, now that I've made my peace, that the nettles of it all, and it's like, it's going to be a thing where it's like, wow, maybe Damon can actually care about his daughters. Like that's going to be the arc. That'll be the arc.
I mean, the thing is, that'll be an interesting thing for next week. You know, and again, I don't know if this is mirrored at all in any or if there's an ancillary thing or whatever it is. But like, he's going to the Vale where she's at. You know what I mean? And he's probably going to run into her, and he's probably going
to. In the actual source material, like, those two are always flying around each other, like they're always traveling together. So it's like, oh, okay, so it's going to be a father-daughter. Wow, Damon, actually raise your daughter for once.
Yeah, no shit.
So she doesn't end up in a dragon war on a feral dragon.
Maddie, I did say something about Damon and those two and being like, it's like, you know, Damon's like, you know, he's the dad that stepped up or whatever. And then Morgan was just like, that's really to tell that you would say that, Sean, because he is their actual dad.
He's their actual dad.
He didn't step up at all. Like he's their actual dad.
No, yeah exactly. Yeah,
sheep stealer's Damon the dad that stepped up.
Damon the deadbeat. You know what I mean? Like that's totally his shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess I mean to answer the other part of the question, like about like Rhaena being hated for no reason. I think
she's underwritten.
And
you mean like hated by the fandom? Like, is that what he means? Or like in the story?
Well, I mean, she's also kind of hated by everybody in the show too. Have you noticed that? Like everybody kind of like shits on her, you know.
Dismissed, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that they were trying to find a way to make her this amalgam character, and you know, also like think about this: all of the children of like the Targaryens right now, they're all kind of like nobody pays attention to any of them. Like they're all being shit on, you know. Like even you know, like every single one of them is just like they're just neglectful parents, you know, because like they're like. So
I mean that was kind of highborn, like, you know.
Yeah.
You have a wet.
I got 10 nannies.
You got tutors. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and then like Rhaenyra's like, I'll bring your daughter in for an hour every
couple of days.
And she's like, is that too much? It's almost like she's like, is that a little too much?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot for us.
Yeah. It's like, oh wait, here's your son, Darren. Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen him in 5 years. Yeah.
That guy? I guess that might be him.
And then, like, Rhaenyra, she's hucking her kids on the gay abandon while she's gay abandoning them over here. Like,
right. So,
like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No,
So yeah, when you think about it that way, like the reason she's hated is not. It's like, well, because she's like 18th in line. So you're like, who are you? Like, we don't care about you.
And
like
never,
whatever.
And could never hold her namesake of claiming a dragon, and that's why we're like, what the fuck?
Right,
wrong
and
with you?
and then she didn't, now, and then she was obsessed with claiming a dragon,
Right.
and so really, like, in this world, her only worth is who are you gonna marry her to, and that's like
Because
unless she
her first husband is dead.
yeah, exactly, and unless she claims a dragon, so like that's kind of where she's at,
Right.
And then even in the veil, like that, that.
And she's another one where it's like you can't change the rules because you don't like how I'm doing it. Because
Yeah.
like all of a sudden
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is like, oh, a feral dragon that should never have been claimed, and I'm like,
She's
wait,
like, what?
when
You told me to claim a dragon.
when you were doing dragon math way back in the beginning of the war, you did list out the wild dragons.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you said nothing about they shouldn't be claimed.
Yeah.
Well, and he only this season said like no. I think Damon said something to the effect of like no one's ever tamed a wild dragon. Like I think or
But like
it's
Rhaenyra
impossible to do. Or something
Rhaenyra
like
said it should have never been
that. Yeah.
claimed.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, where did that rule come from? This
Yeah.
is the first.
I just
I think
made it
that's
up.
more her.
Yeah.
Damon's like, no one's done it. She's like, it can't happen. Because again,
Yeah.
because she did get into that a little bit where it goes like, again, she is emulating some elements of the worst of her dad, like where she is been made to be very, very fearful of dragons, given what he said before. He goes like, it's a power that man shouldn't have trifled with. And I would tend to agree. And I think the show, I think the show and Fire and Blood would do the same. You know what I mean? Like, but like
unless you're flying around, like helping
pissing on
people
people's
out,
heads, bleaching their hair. You know what I
just
mean? Unless you're
helping
doing that.
people,
Yeah.
and you are like a free agent, and like your religion is, I actually don't claim any houses because I am for everybody. If you're like one of those like
Yeah.
I don't know,
A hedge dragon.
Doctors Without Borders, but on a dragon, right?
Dragons Without Borders.
I am not allowed to affiliate with
A
any
hedge
government.
dragon. Like
Yeah, hedge dragons.
that's
Crazy.
Then you can have a dragon, but you have to. I don't know. That's also humans are. We're dumb as fuck. So
Yeah.
you think you're doing good, and then you fuck everything up.
fair. Shout out to DBA over there, trusting another $5. I want the bear style short of the kitchen plating the rats, adding microgreens and
Oh
sauce.
my god!
Where you just sitting
Behind.
there, where you just sitting there, it's like, I need fucking rats. I need fucking rats. You know, or whatever.
Hands,
It's like-
hands.
Yeah, right.
And it's
I
the
need the
Game of-
hand. Like
It's Game
over
of
there,
Thrones
like-
world, so somebody's running into a knife.
Yeah. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh
sure.
God, absolutely, several times, probably more likely.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So I don't know. And, shout out to everybody. I mean, obviously, shout out to the super chatters, but shout out to everybody. We're having a great conversation in the chat as always.
Yeah.
Over here.
Sorry. What's your cut, Morgan?
I mean, it sucks because like I hate it because it's my socialist tax the rich queen. You know, I was riding high off of that one.
Yeah.
My AOC of the Seven Kingdoms, but the buck stops when you're the big boss.
Yeah.
It's your fault when shit goes down. And if you didn't tell Damon, go get Darren, go get the bend the knee, get the bent knees, get Darren, and on that list would be and get Tessarion in the fucking dragon pit in King's Landing, motherfuck. That would be on the big list. Bent knees, ward hostage.
Full hearts, bent knees, dragons in the keep.
Can't lose. But
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
the dragon, because also, you know,
This is for Rhaenyra, or this is for Damon, who like
for
like
Rhaenyra,
Yeah,
because she
for sure.
sent him on the mission, and
Yeah.
she needed to give him the list, the grocery list. And if you don't come back with all three, go back out. And so that's one thing. Because at first I was like, Damon, you idiot, you're just
You idiot.
But who's
You
his boss?
idiot.
But
Yeah.
who's his
But
boss?
you know what? Well,
She's in charge.
it's
she's
okay,
the boss.
Morgan. His boss is a woman.
And then the Valarian thing, I'm like, this man completely blew up his life
Yes.
for this
Mhm.
cause.
Yeah.
He burnt his world down, tore out his heart,
Yeah.
stomped on it,
Yeah.
lost all of his children. He has like grandchildren, that's still chill, but
Yeah.
he has not all his children, his bastards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they wouldn't be if you would just legit. And all he's asking, he's not because like she doesn't have gold, she doesn't have food, she doesn't have anything.
Right.
Just give him a name.
Right.
Like,
and also
you know,
I know that he was icy with Vaymond and shit like that, but he was also like, you also fucking cut my fucking brother's head in half. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I think those bastards were kind of his like brothers. Like I think his brother's ghost jumped into his soul.
No. I would really, because like even the way that he said it and like kind of the thrust of it and like the volume obviously and shit, like, but it was so emulating the performance from the actor who played Vaymond too. Like it was just like the like I don't know if it's just a Valerian like kind of like drawl or whatever it is, but like they were really hitting it. You know what I mean? Like it would have been extra creepy. It was like, and their mother is a whore. And you were just like, all right, chill the fuck out, man. You know what I mean? Like, just relax over there. West to Westeros. Don't know you all yet, but the lady in the live question: do you think that we will see Alice Rivers bring up or introduce Melisandre? She is alive. I've thought about that. She's alive. I want to see a cameo here, full of they're full of terrors.
Can we have two witches talking in the same?
Nope.
Not about men.
Yeah.
Two witches in the same scene talking about something.
Talking about Harrenhal or whatever it is.
Not about the crown. I do want to see Natune witches just talking about.
Wait, so Melisandre's alive?
She's over 400 years old, and this is
She. I mean, like she, and it's just like only like it's like $170. She very conceivably could be alive.
So you're saying there's a young, even more fuckable Melisandre?
I think she's just
because they're only fuckable with her younger. Like,
I mean, she was already.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I think
like,
she got younger, she'd be less. Because I'm like, I like a.
You do like a mature lady.
I love an age appropriate.
She
goes on. She goes under 22. I'm like,
If she goes over 100,
now I gotta just.
Or under 100, no, it's not for me anymore.
Yeah,
we're the anti DiCaprios over here. It's
let's keep it real. 100 or bust.
Yeah, you got to be at least 100-year-old witch, and I think Allie's is probably like 120. No, I don't.
Experienced witch.
The thing is with Melisandre, she is such she's introduced in Game of Thrones, she's such a outsider foreigner. Mm-hmm. If she had been around Westeros,
she's chilling, and I think she's chilling across the red.
It wouldn't. Make
she's in a Shy by the Sea right now.
Yeah, and she's like the Red Goddess. She's doing her shit over there. Yeah. This is all we're doing. Werewood children.
She's still in Red College. She's still in Red God College. And
shit like that. Let Ollie's have the moment. Let Ollie's.
She's like Grogu material right now, where she just.
I like that. Well,
just figuring shit out. She's only 118. She's
100%. I mean, I've had that thought. Like I've had that. It was like of all there's only a couple. There's only a couple of characters that they could bring in. I mean, like, and
on the very end finale, hey, you can cut to a bunch of little scenes and you can have a little Easter egg Melisandre.
Yeah, we've had some well, I mean, like
what is this, like Space Jam 2?
As a treat, you can have a little Melisandre scene.
You're like, hey, we've got the IP. Let's put her in there.
Her hanging out with Danny DeVito's like Party City Penguin over there,
and the Iron Giant.
I would only want it as a like how we have Danny as like just little.
In a vision,
and they've already given us little breadcrumbs of that, White Walkers and shit. Like I think that's gonna be about the extent of it. Like, would it be kind of electrifying? Sure. Would it make sense, and would it work for the story, and would it kind of derail this thing to which I already want and need these writers to like really lock the fuck in, like on and stick the landing here. Like popping that in would be
Melisandre. I mean, I didn't like the whole like Elizabeth I quote where I'm like, Melisandre walks in and she's like, looks at Alice and's like, we are the granddaughters, the witches they couldn't burn, and then they high five. And that would be great writing if me, an idiot, wrote the script.
Yeah, right.
Helped out by ChatGPT.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't need to do that.
No. I think as fun as it would be, I think that it's the smarter move to kind of keep the peas and the taters like separate. You know what I mean?
I mean, as much as I want to know, like, I mean, we didn't get the show, so we don't really get the Children of the Forest, you know, and we do get a little bit of the Septon kind of being like, fucking dragons are the worst, magic is awful, fuck
Jesus.
you, I'm not coordinating you, you know, like, but like, I do want to know what's going on with the magic in the world right now.
Yeah, because it's like with the dragons, I'm like, yeah, fuck the Septon, fuck the Seven, but the history of the making of dragons a little dark if you actually like read about it, and you're like, there's a lot of like, so I'm like,
it's like the dragons are like the Valeria's like pyramids, as in like they just chucked eons of human suffering like at them to make them happen.
Tragic a terrible thing happened, terrible person had a point. Like that's
even though I will say,
but I hate you.
Decent casting on this guy, just looking like every single fucking GOP Republican or conservative man like distilled into a single guy.
It's like the guy from Princess Bride. Inconceivable.
He looks he looks like Red Foreman from that 70s show. He's like, what are you idiots doing?
Right. It's like, I don't know.
You getting high down there?
No, he's like, no, I'm not gonna, he's like, no, I'm not gonna wait. I gotta see his remains yet, dumbass. You know, or whatever it was.
Dumbass. He's gotta go kill RoboCop, you know?
Right? No shit.
True.
I think those are all good cunts of the week. I don't know if this is the first time that this has happened or whatever it is. You know, I don't mean to we always like to break new ground over here on Watchers in the Bar. For my pick of cunt of the week, it's going to also be my MVPs of the week are going to be Damon and Corliss, also the cunts of the week of this episode. Damon, because again, like, even if you didn't get your marching orders, like, you have been out in the field. You are just a more experienced battle dragon rider. You understand this. You are the one. You're spelunking and like snatching up eggs and like doing all this stuff. You're the dragon guy, and you're not packing up the dragon. You fucking moron. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You're not having this kid whom you've never seen, whom you have no idea who the fuck they are, not mounting this motherfucker, like, at all. You're not speaking High Valyrian to them and fucking seeing if they...
High towers aren't... only Aemon, he learned that on his own. High towers aren't teaching those kids High Valyrian.
Right, and he was also... And he was dog shit at it. It was like kitchen Spanish and shit like that.
No, that's
like,
Aegon, but Aemon is like very obsessed with his Targaryen.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Not because of the High towers, though, just because he's all bought in.
No, that's entirely... That's my point.
But I'm like, Darren would have never spoken. I mean, maybe Darren does. Cause he's
that's what I'm... But again, like, but who gives a shit? Like, run every fucking test that you can. Like, just like whatever it is. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
test
we're talking
for lizard blood.
It's a small. It's a small tactical nuke, but it's still a nuke, and we still should fucking get it inside of like. We still need to secure it. Absolute fucking insanity. And then also just like we Rhaenyra was right in that sense where he goes like, you're talking about, again, I want to see the wing, guys. The house is still smoking. We have to put the fucking fire out, you idiot. Like, I get it, but we still need to like secure this stuff. Again, I wish we had the chutzpah, but not like the vision that I think that he kind of fancies for himself in Rhaenyra. Complete cunt of the week. And then also Corliss. And here's the reason. Corliss, again, how long has it been since he decided to claim his sons? And when did he decide to claim them? When in the fuck did he decide to claim them? Oh, when one was a dragon rider and one was a really, really well-experienced like thing. Oh, you care now? It's like fuck. It's like when he read like a derelict dad when a kid gets like picked number 1 in the NBA draft, and all of a sudden they're there, and all of a sudden I'm a dad, and all of a sudden I got a lot to say about what these motherfuckers are doing over here. I understand completely because they were the MVPs and because they were also my MVPs that like it literally takes nothing. He's given everything, all that good stuff, whatever, and everything like that. Also, chill the fucking fuck out, dude. Like or have yourself like a little bit of like, you think that you got to know that she's gonna do it You can cut her a little bit of slack. You just said that we got fucking like 2 nickels to rub together between our fucking ears and shit like that. We got nothing going on. The only thing we have is legitimacy. And also the fact that this is a woman ruler. You being the former fucking husband of a woman that was stepped over for no good reason knows how precarious that this has to be. Knows how much people will work against this woman. And so you have to be able to give a little bit of grace, a little bit of patience, and you have to be able to kind of do that because you know that shit's going to come in time. It just can't come right now. I love the fact that I can make 2 of these very, very salient and strong points in this thing, because that's what I think the most strongest stuff that like Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire is. Like simultaneously, I was cheering for Corlys, and I was like, keep your fucking deadbeat gold bricking ass away for like slow your roll. You've literally only liked these kids for 2 weeks, and it was because your fucking wife finally said like, yeah, I fucking know that you stepped out on me, dude. Like, of course, like whatever and shit like that. So there's a little bit like, so, and I love that I can have that conversation.
Gotcha.
I can leave that. I mean, I think I believe more in the MVP than I do the thing. I just kind of wanted to have.
Well, no, I got you in that first half because I struggle again. Here's another like note with like where writing wasn't as strong in a really strong couple episodes. When all of a sudden they were having their like Malort shots and he's like, I tried to take care of you. I'm like, I'm sorry, didn't we just have a conversation last season where you were starving and shivering in a street while you walk by in furs? And all of a sudden we're rewriting history where they're having the son say, you did, but not a name. And I'm like, no, he didn't, because you were starving.
He never gave a fuck.
You were starving while he was walking around in furs. But I'm like, why would that character say that? It didn't make any sense to me, number one. I'm like, what? And I think they just like wanted to like soften Corlys being a deadbeat. It was weird.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think Corlys, here's the thing. You ever go into something like you're going to have an ask for a boss or you need somebody from somebody that you're like, oh, this is solid because like they have a lot going on. This is one thing they can do. Mm-hmm. Like, I know this like situation at work isn't perfect. Here's the one easy thing that I can ask from them that will make my life so much better because I've been working hard for them, but I know that they're in an impossible situation.
Right. Like
the feeling of when you do that and then they say no, and you know how easy it is.
Right.
It does. Right. Ooh. He probably thought, he's like, this is an easy dunk, LOL. This is an easy, like, this is so easy. I can finally ask something of my queen that doesn't cost her money. It's literally a signature. It's fine. It's nothing. And then she says no because of her little fifis about her remaining strong child. Yes. Your love of your life is dead. Sure. The dragon is dead. Right. Your house is in ashes.
Yeah.
Yes, you would lose your fucking mind and start screaming out bastard.
Yeah. No, of course. No. I totally no. That doesn't even negate like his like hypocrisy. His hypocrisy when it comes to those boys is not negated by his sacrifice or whatever it is. But it is just like again, how like when did we start giving a fuck about these kids really? When do we really start giving a shit about these kids?
When he lost all his other family members.
When he lost it was like, oh,
I got some grandkids, but
when he ran out of grandchildren, when he ran out of like of
I don't know.
When he ran out of dudes, you know what I mean?
I get it, but like I think like I felt that whole thing pretty hard, because like I mean like Morgan and I have talked a lot about this, like the one Thanksgiving where like my stepdad had carpal tunnel surgery. He was like, oh, hey, Dust, you want to carve the turkey because you're the oldest kid? And I was like, wait, what? It's like
so simple, costs nothing.
It costs nothing.
Sure.
And I got the nod.
Right.
And he's like, well, you're the oldest. And I'm like, wait, what about your real kids? He's like, what? and that, because like that's the way that I had been treated my whole life.
Yeah.
And so like, and so like, I think
is it too little, too late? But but it still means it still hit.
It changed everything in the dynamic, for sure.
Right.
And I think it was, my stepdad's way of trying to do better at that point in his life. I think that's what Corlys is doing here.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to like do better. And then, he's like, okay, I fucked up. I have nothing left. I'm gonna try and make right by these kids who are, really strong, good kids, and are and then like he's like, hey,
Strong.
can you help me out here?
Yeah, he was strong.
Yeah. Can you help me out here? And Rhaenyra's like, nah. And he's like, what the fuck?
Well, no, but here's the thing. That would only make sense if all of your other fucking siblings had died. And then he was like, oh, I guess you can carve the turkey.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm kind of doing a bit. Like, I mean, it was just to kind of be able to do MVP.
I think it's, and also
and
we're
kind of
kind of running into the thing, Sean, of like, it's the problem of when I knew the dynamic between the boys and Corlys, when we first meet them, and he's talking about like starving in a street, and I'm like, Corlys doesn't even need to ever talk to them. He can have a guy with a guy and then a guy where they get these weird opportunities. These weird like money people keep hiring them for things. These weird people keep offering them jobs, but they're like, I guess we're just lucky. Like, that's how the normal, like, rich people who give a fuck about their bastards operate.
From afar, if you must.
You
know
have,
what I mean?
like, three intermediaries.
Yeah.
No. If you treat those guys okay, then you're going to get a deal with the Valarians. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you'll be one of the first mates on my new trade route or whatever the fuck it is.
That's how you do it, and it's so easy. Yeah. So, and then they kind of rewrote it.
Like Arnold's kid that he had with the housekeeper, like, he's fine.
God.
He took care of that kid obliquely.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, all I want to know is like, all I have to know is that your kid is a bastard and he died a bastard. Like, now I want to hear that dialogue. Like,
oh my God.
Like, well, no, I mean, like, he took care of that kid,
Yeah, no, of course. Like, a lot more than Corlys did. Like, yeah,
didn't give him his name, but it's
a lot more than Corlys did, except for they decided to rewrite history and then have fucking Alan say the words, yeah, you took care of me, but didn't give me my name. I'm like, where did this come from? You told me you were starving.
Yeah.
I hate that. I was actually very angry about that because I'm like, you can't just act like we didn't have a whole scene.
100%, and also because like in a certain sense, like the it also makes it that much more that Corlys has to prove himself, and that much more of like an emotional reward. I
want a conversation of like, what were you feeling when you walked by us, and you could see how skinny we were.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you even think about it, or did you just put it behind a door? Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Way more interesting to me.
Yeah. So no, I mean, like, and I'm again, I mean, like, I think the MVP is a lot more of that. I was just kind of doing a bit. Like, I'm not really. That's like,
but you're not wrong.
No, but no. There, I like the fact that there are.
If the writing made sense.
There's well, no. There's some points to be made, and that's kind of what that's the strongest element about it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, my MVP was the Dragon Keeper's voice. Oh my God, that one guy.
Oh, and at first I'm like, is he an op?
Yeah, it was so crazy.
Is he an Ormond op? Is he telling her the wrong information?
Who knows? I mean, like, it could be.
No,
I mean, like,
I think
he's straight up. They believe, like, when they did the red sewing and shit like that, they were like, "Fuck this, we're walking. This is crazy."
Like,
they take the dragon shit so seriously. Like,
the Dragon Keepers are pissed. At Team Rhaenyra right now.
Well, some of them are. I mean, like, he's been. I assume that he's been hanging with the High Towers the whole time, so he wasn't.
He has all his hair.
He wasn't in on the email, like when they're just like, hey, by the way, we're pissed off at Rhaenyra or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like, West, are you all ready? Only for book readers for what's going to happen to the Dragon River. Yeah.
So for West of Westeros, who I believe they said that this is their first stream catching them guys.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not. How familiar are you guys with the source material?
I mean, nothing that I think that we kind of have it as saying, that was one thing that I did forget to do in the prompts or whatever. It's like where we kind of don't talk about anything that hasn't happened book or show up until here.
Yeah.
I get notifications literally every fucking 5 minutes about people like saying shit like in the comments on our videos. You know what I mean? Like, and so I feel like I know what he's referring to. I feel like I know what's going to happen with all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, like, it's yes. I'm only doing it because I don't want to spoil shit for anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, I'm not trying to kind of do
And
anything
sometimes
like that.
I'm like, I have so much information in my head that I'm like, oh, I actually don't really remember like exactly how it goes down. And I'm
And
like,
sometimes it's information that doesn't end up being.
Really?
No, I mean, we're
oh
changing
no,
so
oh
much.
no.
You know what I mean?
See
Like,
me
yeah.
like I struggled the first, probably first season just because I'm like in my head, I'm reading into things wrong because I'm like, well, this has to happen, and it's like, no, this is a show adaptation.
No, that was just
Mhm.
mushroom pissing in your ear or whatever. the
Anything
fuck it
can
is,
happen.
Like,
They killed
yeah.
Sunfire. Anything can
Not
happen.
today, mushroom.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
today.
which I'm like,
David saying that Conquer Dorn was wild. Shout out to Gino over
Not
there.
wrong, but not right.
Yeah.
the second they had
7
peace,
dragons is a lot of dragons. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that could.
but Dorn just kind of like closes the garage and then just like sends out the scorpions. Like they just kind of like just it's a desert. They just
or they're just like, yeah, go ahead, stick your head in, don't worry about it, it's okay. Like or whatever, you know what I mean?
Just
like
wait them out. They have so much. Like they are just built to withstand dragons.
Yeah.
If Allison loved Aemon, she would be like, go to Dorn.
Oh my god, right?
Because she was like, go to Harrenhal, it's withstood dragon fire, and I'm like, famously it did.
Yeah, no, like she's doing that. Yeah, it's like he goes like no, she goes like, I'll give you a peck on the lips if you go to Harrenhal. You can honk a boob if you go to Dorn.
Well, no, if he went as like, I'm gonna protect, I'm here to like protect, I'm not here to conquer, I'm just here to like chill out.
I'm just here to
protect
chill out.
y'all.
Right.
Like,
but is Aemon capable of chilling out?
No, he's not. Okay. No.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate you, West of Westeros. We're just kind of trying to stay away from spoilery type stuff for anybody who hasn't read it.
Correct.
How are they gonna muck it up? I don't know. They might not muck it up. I mean, like, I think it's gonna be different. I think it's just one of those things where just you sort of gotta like Morgan said, like in it kind of with the nettles of it all, in the sense where it's like
there's a lot of like storylines that I thought
you gotta kind of like just make peace with the fact that like it's different. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
different,
you know.
Because I'm like with the Sunfire thing, I'm like, oh no, it would have been a beautiful like arc for Aegon if he's like, I'm a piece of shit because I'm a cripple and fuck cripples. I hate being a cripple. And then he realizes Sunfire survived and like these two crippled this beast of legend in him. Oh wow, we're still here. We're still in it. I think that could have been really a beautiful scene. And I'm sad about that. But hey, let's see what they do. If he's actually rotting. Because I'm like, if you're saying he's rotting, he better be dead. Because I'm like, you can't just like glance at a dragon and be like,
right, or like rotting. I mean, like either that or the stench is so great that you can smell it from where
like undead Sunfire, which would be, I don't want that. I don't know.
No.
Like,
I mean, like I think, well, I mean, like I don't know. You can sustain like massive injuries and have like gangrene and have
maybe
parts
he has
of your
but like
no. I agree.
Go down to the body and poke it with a stick.
Yeah,
you're poking it with a stick. You're taking a pulse on the
100%. You're taking a pulse. You know what I mean?
They literally said that he was decaying in like he hasn't moved. They said he's decaying in the show, so he's like dead.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like,
or you would think that they would have to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure.
Kind of like I feel like they could have done, because I'm like, when you don't show the dead body
long in the dying, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, you're gonna have like the truthers who are gonna be like, we didn't see it. That was fun. They can see that on YouTube.
I think they can see it on YouTube. Yeah, for sure. Like we have shout out to Maria coming in again. Chorus is the Brian McKnight of Seven Kingdom. If you know, you know.
See, that's some deep shit.
That's a deep one. That's some deep R&B lore
all over.
Oh, I mean, like, there's nobody out there that was singing about cheating and like wanting to make you cheat. Like 90s R&B singers were singing about cheating and wanting to make you cheat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, that's definitely, like, Corliss is definitely,
but
Corliss
Brian,
is definitely rocking
some
of that shit.
Take care of your kids.
1000%. Audience, I see you, but creators, do you get me? Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. Appreciate you coming in, man. Like, again, what else do we got? We got another one. Was a pleasure. Take care, Fritz. Thank you very much to West of Westeros. And everybody coming in here again. Nicole Emery again. Like watch this episode on my period.
Like literally,
ladies. Let's talk about this.
You're about to leave the house and you feel that and you're like,
When
"Fuck,
she's
I
like,
gotta go."
fuck, I'm bleeding.
Yep.
No. I'm like, yep. And you're like, you got your keys in your hand, and you know, like, I don't know, mine's pretty regular. So I'm like such a fucking scatterbrain that I'm like, I'm doing everything, and then I feel that little ouch, and then I'm like, better go double check. And
4DX experience.
I do
4DX is crazy.
Cover up your pop. Put a hand over your popcorn bucket for that one for sure.
You know what? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, her whole thing where it's like, you know, dude kings get gout, lady queens, we have like a different our monthly gout where it's like either you're like Viserys or your whole body's rotting, or you're just gonna hurt for at least like
just
3
gonna have
days,
a bad
and then
week.
it's kind of chill.
Yeah, just
It
gonna.
depends on. I don't know her cycle. I don't know her cycle.
Right. Yeah, it can
Also,
be up. It depends.
There's lizard
you know what I mean?
DNA in there, so I don't know that whole thing.
Like worth it all. Thank you. That was my cut of the week for sure. We're over.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it was
I like
made
that.
You know
mention,
what?
You know what I mean?
It
I'm
was
like,
the whole cunt.
yeah, that was. It's like.
But I was like,
red
Rhaenyra,
raspberry
you're wearing layers of black skirts and clothing.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm like, free bleed, baby. That's what all of that. Just
leave
put
the mark on.
pantaloons.
Leave your womanly mark on that throne. Fuck that. It's like
Yeah.
you didn't get cut. You're like, I
Make
bleed
an
on this-
announcement.
I bleed on this bitch by choice.
You
You know what
make
I
an
mean? Like-
announcement. You're free bleeding, and you're like,
You know,
If
sorry, continue.
No.
I was gonna say, I was like, if you see blood, I just want everyone to know, I'm just free bleeding because this bitch can bleed for like 4 to 7 days and not die,
And not
unlike you
die.
weak bitches.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yes.
And
enjoy
I'm gonna give like the most clear-headed, concise, awesome fucking like like decrees and like and like ruling and everything like that. That like again, my bitch ass father could never fucking dream of or whatever. It's like again, he just walked up onto this thing and everybody was fucking high-fiving him like a son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like
Literally.
Daddy, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, Yaya Big Daddy said, "She bleeding. You know what that means? Another baby coming." Famously, that is not how periods work.
That is kind of
That
the
is the
opposite of how that
no.
works. Yeah.
Oh, buddy. No.
sweet
Listen,
baby.
hey, we are an educational podcast
Okay.
over here,
Mhm.
and it's like, no, if there is blood, that means that
Yeah.
is
It's the opposite.
No, but
it's
no, baby.
literally the opposite. You know what I
No,
mean?
baby.
Like, yeah, it's like the bleeding is the letting.
How
it's
many fake abortions did you pay for, sir?
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm bleeding
Zsa Zsa
again.
Big-
It means you
no,
got
no,
me pregnant
no,
one more
no.
time.
Oh shit.
No, it's like that's like the Zsa Zsa Big Daddy in waiting, like or whatever. Like,
Yikes.
oh my god! I mean, like, no,
Well,
but
at least now you know.
it's not. Yes, at least, and it's good, and it's
No.
good that you know. And then like,
But it's YouTube, and like if you don't know, you don't know.
No.
That's true. And now you
yeah,
know.
exactly. And now hey, listen, we can say that this motherfucker came in. Like we offer very little as far as educational or like educational content. You know what I mean? Like at all. In
Don't
any
let us
form
raise your
or
children.
definitely not. But I mean, like, but we can assure you that we can tell you that if a woman has her period, that means that she is not with child.
Like
you
you're
know
in
what
the
I mean?
clear,
Like,
man.
and
Now,
you heard
there
it here
is some
first. You know what I
spotting.
mean?
There
Like,
is you can be pregnant and have some spotting. Or there
no,
could be blood.
100%. But like,
But she clearly knew that was her cycle because she.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It feels
You
different.
know.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, 100%. Like, and I mean, Jesus. But then where there is also magic again, like because if you did have a period, but you did have a baby, you would have this face.
Bringing it back.
Every
Oh man.
Ah.
fucking bring it. I'm gonna bring it in, or at least it's always
Please.
on the
It
table.
makes me so happy.
Oh, it's so good. All right. Well, I mean, I think that like let's. So I think that kind of does it for the cunt of the week. I
Yeah.
wrapped up everything. Like let's take a look. Just make sure that we took care of everybody over there. I think
We
that
got everybody.
I think we got everybody
we
over
got
there with the
everybody.
super chats. And again, we just want to say thanks to Nicole.
you, everybody.
Thanks to West of Westeros. Thank you to Maria for jumping in on that. Thank you to Da Big Appa. Thank you to Slurpee. Thank you to Claire, who was so nice. She didn't even have a question. She just wanted to tell us that we kick all of the yes. All of the
Yeah.
yes? Really? That sounds tiring. And it's been a long
That's
week
so much
already.
ass.
Yeah, there's too much ass to be kicked over there. Crazy description. Over the counterculture, and everybody else. And then also, again, everybody else that's just been in the chat. Like, again, one of our mods, Worth It All, appreciate you very much, my dear. And everybody that's been hanging out and stuff like that. Very much looking forward to this cool little fucking Ormond chess match that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm excited. I mean, like
Dark.
like, I think, yeah, I'm sure it's all gonna go great. You know what I mean? Like, because again, like,
awesome.
Rook's Rest was episode 4, another big set piece. Now they still might have had, because they kind of already shot their, you know, they blew their like first part of the season like set piece load, like kind of like quite
they blew
early
their
on.
3 dragon lead.
They did,
yeah.
But yeah. But
Sorry,
I'm gonna get through this thing. Like, but I do think that like the but I feel like we could what would be cool would be like the fact that this was such kind of a meat and potatoes of like the kind of stuff that really makes, I think, like Song of Ice and Fire stuff work. You know what I mean? Like, it was very much like interpersonal, like you're getting more oohs and ahs out of somebody just saying a couple of lines of dialogue to somebody because of their history and because of what it means to them and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. That stuff's hitting. But now that we're kind of really engaged in this story and we're really kind of like activated, I think, within it, like now I'm so interested to kind of see like how much more we're gonna be locked in when this shit does kick up. Because again, we're doing this 5 more episodes of this and then 1 more season, and then we're done with House of the Dragon. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, that's gonna take like 2 fucking years, like for us to like, you know, it'll be 2028, you know, presumably, like if they or whatever. But like, you know, I think they're gonna be. I think we're about to get busy and stay busy. Like, I think both with like dramatic stuff and with like some of these set pieces. So I'm very excited to be checking all that shit out. And so we hope you guys are excited. If you guys want to make sure that you stay abreast of all the fucking things that we're rocking over here, you guys just hit us with that like, that subscribe, ring that bell thingy, notifications on for all, because that is where you find it, or you just hit us up on our Patreon. Also, Maddie, where can the people find you? What do you got going on? You got anything to plug or anything like that? What's happening, my dear?
So I'm gonna be on the I'm Gonna Need More Wine podcast with my girl Jocelyn.
Hell yeah!
Talking
we gotta
about
get Jocelyn back.
Dragons.
We gotta get Jocelyn back to talk. Like, let's do that.
Please.
Let's get that
going.
on.
I'll hit her up. Yes.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
And then I'm also going to be doing this every week, so please keep tuning in for Targ Tuesdays. And yeah, I'm just right now I'm just hanging out watching you know, Interview with the Vampire and chilling out. Widow's Bay, really good. So yeah, it's, you know, at me at on Twitter at Maddie K Plays. I am always down to take a horror movie recommendation. So yeah,
there we go. I'm Gonna Need More Wine pod. That's another one that you're gonna be talking about this stuff.
Yes.
With Jocelyn and stuff like who we
at
had
more
on
wine pod. Yeah.
At more wine pod. Okay, cool. Like, but yeah, so give him a look, give him a shout out. Like, it's a really, really fun. Again, like it's exact. I've listened to it. I've listened to a couple of episodes with y'all, and it is just like how you sound. Like you guys are just like got a couple bottles of red and just fucking cutting it up and having a great time with it and stuff like that. And it's really, really great. So make sure you guys give that a look see. And then yeah, just hit us up on our Patreon if you guys want to get early and uncut access to a bunch of our other stuff over there. We got that coming up. We got ourselves that animated fucking movie is on the horizon, like at the end of the month with Avatar Aang. Very much looking excited for that. We got ourselves X-Men 97, which is we just cracked open the first 3 episodes of that. That's going to be on there. So we got a bunch of really cool stuff happening throughout the summer. And so yeah, just keep it right here, y'all. We appreciate you guys very much. Again, thank you to all the super chats and everybody that's hanging out in the chat, all the mods, all the friends. We appreciate y'all very much for hanging out with us. You guys take it easy, and we will check y'all